Hello students, let us start the optional exercise of the chapter triangles, that is exercise number 6.6. Now at the end of the optional exercise you can see with star mark it is written these exercises are not from the examination point of view. But don't consider this children because it may be written over here, but the same sum it is given in almost all the side books, and we have seen that these all questions means few questions from this exercise used to come in the board examination as well. So don't take that line as that this exercise is just for the sake of keeping it as such. You practice it and I am also explaining the exercise. So let us move on. Exercise 6.6, question number 1. Now question number 1 is saying that PS is the bisector of angle QPR of triangle PQR. It is given PQR and this one is the bisector of angle P. So angle 1 equals to angle 2. Prove that given, let us first write the given part. Given, I am not writing the question. Given triangle PQR in which PS is the bisector of angle P implies angle 1 equals to angle 2. Make it equation number 1. To prove QS by SR equals to PQ by PR. Now see over here, if again I repeat the question as well as what it is to be proved. If PS is the bisector of angle P, then QS by SR equals to PQ by PR. This is also called angle bisector theorem. Converse of the angle bisector theorem, it's also there. Its proof is there in the solved example parts of RS. You just refer that as well. So we have to prove QS by SR equals to PQ by PR. For that, let us draw a line parallel to this SP. So it is drawn in such a way that it should meet. It's not fitting. Let me draw again. Triangle P, Q and R. Naming and the figure, if it is given, we cannot change. P, Q, R. Yes. And this one is the bisector, and bisector name is PS. Angle 1, angle 2. Now we are drawing a line parallel in such a way that when extended, this will meet. Okay? This line is parallel to this line. Now when these two lines we are drawing parallel, then let us name over here PQRS. Let us name it T over here. Okay? Now when these two lines are parallel, this 2 will be equals to 3 and angle 1 will be equals to angle 4. 2 equals to 3 because of alternate angle and 1 equals to 4 because of corresponding angle axiom. So let us write construction. Draw RT parallel to SP and extend QP to join it at T. Now proof. Angle 2 equals to angle 3. Alternate angles. Angle 1 equals to angle 4. Corresponding angles. But angle 1 equals to angle 2. Therefore, angle 3 equals to angle 4. Implies PT equals to PR. Make it equation number 2. The reason side opposite to equal angles are equal. Now PT equals to PR, this much keep in mind. Now, what was the name here? PQ. In triangle TQR. TQR, this bigger triangle. PS is parallel to TR. Therefore, QP by PT equals to QS by SR by which theorem? BPT. This implies in place of QP by PT, in place of PT now I can write PR. So this implies QP, or let us write PQ by PR equals to QS by SR, since PT equals to PR. Okay, from some equation also I gave, from 1 or 2 whatever, and hence proved. So this is an important sum, and it is also called angle bisector theorem. Let us move to question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2 is saying that figure is given. In the figure, D is a point on the hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC such that BD is perpendicular to AC, DM is perpendicular to BC, and DN is perpendicular to AB. We have to prove that DM square equals to DN into MC, and DN square equals to DM into AN. Now, in this sum, children, how we will prove the plan, the strategy? First, I will be explaining you. First of all, we will prove that DNBM is a rectangle. Now, once it is a rectangle, DN equals to MB and DM equals to NB. Obviously, it is a rectangle because all angles are 90 degree. You can see over here, these all are perpendiculars. So all angle 90 degree in this quadrilateral, therefore obviously DMBN is a rectangle. Now, after proving rectangle, to prove number 1, we will be proving these two triangles similar. Now, this two triangle is similar, we have proved in one theorem number 4. If you remember the criteria of similarity, same thing it is. These two triangles will be similar since angle 4 equals to angle 2 and angle 1 equals to angle 3. Once you prove similar with the correct naming, you will be getting this relation. Similarly, these two triangles, if you prove same concept, this angle equals to this angle and this angle equals to this angle, theorem number 4, you will be getting this relation. So I have done number 1 over here. So I am explaining number 2, similarly you can write. So these all statements, the stories, just pay attention. AB is perpendicular to BC, DM is perpendicular to BC, therefore AB is parallel to DM. Similarly, DN is perpendicular to AB, CB is perpendicular to AB, therefore DN is parallel to MB. So these two lines parallel to, these two pairs parallel to each other, therefore BMDN is a rectangle. Therefore DM equals to NB and DN equals to MB. Till equation number 1. Okay? Now, to prove number 1, as I said, I will be proving these two triangles similar. The same thing what I did over there, I have written over here. In triangle BMD, 1 plus 2 is 90. In triangle DMC, 3 plus 4 is 90. But 2 plus 3 also is 90 because this one is perpendicular. 1 plus 2 is 90, 3 plus 4 is 90, but 2 plus 3 also is 90. Now these two equations, 1 plus 2 equals to 2 plus 3, will imply that 1 equals to 3. And 3 plus 4 equals to 2 plus 3 will imply, see over here 3 will be cancelled, 2 equals to 4. So 1 equals to 3 and 2 equals to 4 implies these two triangles are similar. Now naming plays an important part. Take care, the first triangle if you are naming, suppose I have named BMD. Now see, this for this triangle B is angle 1. So angle 1 is equals to which angle? Obviously angle 1 is equals to angle 3. So wherever I will name B, for the other triangle I will be naming D. So see over here, B and then D. Now wherever is M is 90 for this triangle, so M is 90 for the other triangle also, so M and M. Next is D. Now D is 2 over here. Now this 2 is equals to 4. So wherever is D for this triangle will be C for the other triangle. So over here. Now once they are similar by this double A property, double A similarity, then we can write the ratio equal. So BM by DM equals to MD by MC. Now over here we need DM square equals to DN into MC. Now over here it is BM. So obviously BM and DN must have relation. So you can see that BM equals to DN. So I have written over here in place of BM, DN. You can write the reason from 1. Therefore DN by DM equals to DM by CM. Now cross multiplication, DN square equals to DN into CM, and hence the first part is proved. 1 is proved. Now for the second part, similarly you can write that these two triangles are similar. No need to prove these all, means write these all stories. Only you can write similarly these two triangles are similar and hence get this ratio. I am writing for you, but you should do it. Means this much story is not required for the second part. You can, because similar type of solution is there. So you can write number 2. Similarly, one triangle you are free to name. Triangle BDN is similar to triangle. Now this angle is equals to this angle. Angle B is equals to D. So D, N and N is 90. So N over here. Now rest is angle, this one angle equals to this angle. So wherever is D will be A. And obviously the whatever is left, that also we can write. Now these two triangles are similar by double A. If you want to write, you can write over here 5, 6, 7, 8 and can do the similar proof. Now these two triangles are similar. This implies we can write BD by DA equals to DN by AN equals to BN by DN. Here I have written all three. Now DN square equals to DN square. Now these two ratios will give DN square. So better use, either you rub or write 1, 2, 3. I have rubbed. So this implies DN square equals to AN into BN. Now I have to get DM into AN. So obviously BN and DM must have a relation. Let us see, BM equals to DN. So this implies DN square equals to DM into AN, as BN equals to BN equals to DM. BN equals to DM. From 1 also you can write. And hence it is proved. Hence number 2 is proved. So children, if you understand that theorem number 4 properly in the criteria of similarity where it is done, you will do this sum very easily. Only the thing is that first prove these two triangles, prove this quadrilateral as a rectangle, then these two triangles similar will give the first one, these two triangles similar will give the second relation, and hence proved. Let us move to question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3 says that figure also is given that in figure 6.58 ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC, this angle, is greater than 90 degree. It means this is an obtuse angle, angle B is obtuse over here, and AD is perpendicular to CB produced. So we have to prove that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square plus twice BC into BD. It's a simple sum, but remember this relation. For an obtuse angle triangle, we will write this one square equals to AB square plus BC square plus twice BC into produced portion. So let us move on. So we have to start with AC square. So we will find a triangle in which AC is a part. Means we'll find a right angle triangle in which AC is a part. Obviously that triangle is triangle ADC. Here we can see that one more right angle triangle is there, that is triangle ADB, in which AB square equals to AD square plus DB square we can use, because AB square is here in RHS part as well. So let us start. In right angle triangle ADC, AC square equals to AD square plus of DC square. So over here neither AD nor DC is required, so we have to remove it using the relations. So this I can write over here, in place of AD square I can write AB square minus of DB square. AB square minus of DB square, and write the relation. Since in triangle ADB angle D equals to 90 degree, therefore AB square equals to AD square plus DB square. Now this relation you can write beforehand, make it equation number 1 and can use over here. Now plus of DC square. Now DC I can write as DB plus of BC whole square. So this will be equals to AB square minus of DB square plus of DB square plus of BC square plus of twice into DB into BC. So these two will be cancelled and we are here with the solution. I mean RHS we have got. So we will be writing hence proved. Isn't it very easy? Yes. Let us move to question number 4. Moving to question number 4. Question number 4, again figure is given. Triangle ABC in which angle B ABC is less than 90 degree. You can remember in last sum, that is question number 3, angle B was obtuse. Over here angle B is acute. Also it is given that AD is perpendicular to BC. We have to prove that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square minus 2BC into BD. Again the change you can see, when it was obtuse, over here it was plus. So remember it, you can use this relation, this property in the other sums as well. So whenever it is acute and the perpendicular is there, then AC square, this square equals to AB square plus BC square minus 2BC into BD. And when it is obtuse, in place of minus it is plus. Let us prove it. Proof is similar as we did last. So AC square, let us first write the relation. In right angle triangle ABD, AB square equals to AD square plus BD square, using Pythagoras theorem. Make it 1. Now in right angle triangle A, here write the naming correctly. In right angle triangle ADC, AC square equals to AD square plus of DC square equals to AB square minus BD square plus of BC minus of BD square, using 1. This relation I have used from 1. So this will be equals to AB square minus of BD square plus of BC square plus of BD square minus of 2 BC into BD. So we have got the result. So this will be equals to AB square plus BC square minus of 2 BC into BD, and hence we are proved. Let us move to question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5 is saying that in the figure 6.60, this figure is 6.60 in the book. AD is the median. So obviously if AD is the median, then BD equals to CD equals to this BC by 2. I have written as equation number 1 over here. Also AM is perpendicular to BC. We have to prove that AC square equals to AD square plus of BC into DM plus of BC by 2 whole square. Similarly, AB square equals to AD square minus of BC into DM plus of BC by 2 whole square. And the third is the addition of 1 and 2. So we have to prove this. Now, to prove number 5, we should be knowing the solution of number 3 and number 4. We can see in AC over here, this angle D is obtuse angle triangle. So obviously this is question number 4. So directly over here, using the concept of question number 4, we can, since this is an obtuse angle triangle, we can write over here that AC square equals to AD square plus of DC square plus of, remember in obtuse plus of twice, remember plus of twice into over here DC into DM. Similarly, for triangle ABD, over here this one is perpendicular and angle B is acute. So question number 3, solution of question number 3, if you remember, we can write over here AB square equals to AD square minus of twice BD into DM, twice into BD into DM. So by using the concept of BD is equals to BC by 2, we will be getting this relation. So let us start now. In triangle ADC, angle D is greater than 90 degree. Therefore, AD square, we need AC na. Therefore, AC square equals to AD square plus of DC square plus of twice DC into DM, extension portion. Now equals to AD square is needed, then over here DC is not needed, so we will be writing DC as BC by 2 whole square plus of 2 into DC is not needed, we will be writing over here BC by 2 and DM is needed, so we will leaving DM. So we have got the result AD square plus of BC into DM plus of BC square by 2. BC by 2 whole square. Again, in triangle ABM, angle B is less than 90 degree. Therefore, we can write AB square equals to AD square plus of BD square minus of twice into BD into DM. Using question number 3, if I remember correctly. Now this equals to AD square we need, BD we don't need, so we can write BD as BC by 2 minus of twice into, again BD changed to BC by 2 into DM is required. I am leaving it. So over here we got the relation equals to AD square minus of BC into DM plus of BC by 2 whole square. Okay? Now so 1 and 2 is solved. Now let us add 1 and 2. So when we will be adding 1 and 2, we will be getting the solution number 3. So I am writing here itself, adding 1 and 2, we get AC square plus of AB square equals to twice AD square, these two will be cancelled, plus BC square by 4 plus of BC square by 4. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is half. So we will be getting the answer equals to twice AD square plus of BC square by 2, and hence PRO VD proved. So let us move to question number 5. And now children, over here this question number 5, this relation you remember. that in a triangle if AD is the median, then the sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is AB square plus AC square, equals to twice median square plus third side square by 2. Again I am repeating. In a triangle, if AD is the median, in a triangle ABC, if AD is the median, then sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is AB square plus AC square, equals to twice median square plus of third side square divided by 2, that is BC square by 2. I repeat, AB square plus AC square equals to twice AD square plus of BC square by 2. Let us move to the next question, that is question number 6. Let us move to question number 6. Question number 6 says that prove that the sum of the squares of the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal to the sum of the squares of all its four sides. So let ABCD be the given parallelogram. I have drawn a figure of a parallelogram naming ABCD. So we have to prove that AC square plus BD square equals to AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square. So let us start proving. Now children, this question, if it comes under 4 mark section, whole question number 5, whatever I have done in question number 5, you have to do making a separate figure for this, that is triangle ABC, draw a perpendicular and so on. This question number 5, if it comes under 4 mark section, or sometimes we can use the concept of question number 5 and can do, some teachers give the marks, but it's a safer side, do question number 5 all to prove question number 6. I mean continuity of question number 5, a few more steps will give the solution of question number 6. That is, I am using the concept of the median in question number 6, what we have proved in question number 5. So I am starting, since the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, therefore in triangle ABC, you can take means any diagonal you take, and on the other side of the diagonal whichever two triangles, in those two triangles you use the concept of the last question, I mean the median concept of the question, median concept of the square. So in triangle ABC, BO is the median, therefore is the median, therefore we can write AB square plus of BC square equals to twice BO square plus of third side square by 2. Similarly, in triangle ADC, DO is the median, therefore AD square plus of DC square equals to twice DO square plus of AC square by 2. Now let us add it. So 1 plus 2 implies AB square plus of BC square plus of DC square plus of ABBC CD square plus of DA square equals to twice BO square plus of DO square plus of AC square by 2, and AC square by 2 will give AC square. Now over here, twice DO square, very sorry. Now this twice into BO we can write as BD by 2 whole square. I think understood. And this twice into DO also we can write as BD by 2 whole square plus of AC square. Now this will be equals to twice into BD square by 4 plus twice into BD square by 4 plus of AC square. So BD square by 2 and BD square by 2 will be BD square plus AC square. And over here I have written BD square plus AC square, and hence proved. So let us move to question number 7 now. Let us move to question number 7. Question number 7 says that two chords AB and CD intersect at the point P within a circle. Now we have to prove that triangle APC is similar to triangle DPB. Also this product we have to prove. Obviously when these two triangles will be similar, we will be getting this relation easily. So let us first prove these two triangles similar. Now obviously these two triangles will be similar because over here angle 1 equals to angle 2, vertically opposite angles. Also angle 3 equals to angle 4, angles in the same segment. Similarly we can write that this angle also equals to this angle because of the angles in the same segment. But two angles are sufficient to prove similar, so we will be doing by double A only. So let us start. In triangle APC and triangle DPB, angle 1 equals to angle 2, vertically opposite angles. Angle 3 equals to angle 4, angles in the same segment. I think you remember from standard 9, angles in the same segment. Therefore, by double A similarity, triangle APC is similar to triangle DPB. So number 1 is proved. For number 2, therefore these two triangles are similar, so ratio of the sides will be proportional. Therefore AP by DP equals to PC by PB equals to AC by DB. Now what we want? AP into PB, so AP into PB will be equal to CP into DP, so no need of this one, we can rub it, or we can write 1, 2 and 3, and from 1 and 2 we get the relation. So this implies AP into PB equals to CP into DP, and hence what? Proved. Let us move to question number 8. Question number 8. Question number 8. In question number 8, it is given that two chords over here AB and CD, when produced, they meet outside at the point P. Two chords of a circle intersect each other at the point P outside the circle. Two chords, let us name it. Two chords AB and CD of a circle intersect each other at the point P outside the circle. Now we have to prove that PAC is similar to PDB. And the second relation, obviously when we will prove it similar, we will be getting this. So let us prove number 1 first. In triangle PAC and triangle PDB, angle P equals to angle P common. Also angle 1 equals to angle 2. Angle 1 equals to angle 2. Exterior angle equals to interior opposite angle for a cyclic quadrilateral. Again, this we have done in standard 9, quadrilateral. Or if you want to prove, you can prove it. This plus this is 180 degree. Also this plus this is 180 degree. So angle 1 equals to angle 2. Therefore, by double A similarity, triangle PAC is similar to triangle PDB. Here number 1. Now number 2. Therefore, PA by PD equals to AC by DB equals to PC by PB. I want PA into PB, PA into PB. So I am rubbing this and I will be writing equals to. Again I repeat, you don't rub, you write all three, write number 1, 2 and 3. From 1 and 3 we will be getting by cross multiplication. This implies PA into PB equals to PC into PD, and hence PROVED proved. Let us move to question number 9. Moving to question number 9. Question number 9 says that given a triangle ABC in which D is a point on AC such that BD by CD equals to AB by AC. We have to prove that AD is the bisector of angle A, that is angle 1 equals to angle 2 you have to prove. Means we have to prove. Now if you can remember, this question is the converse of question number 1, which I said is the angle bisector theorem. So this is the converse. Over there it was given bisector and we had to prove that AB by AC equals to BD by CD. Here the relation is given, that is BD by CD is equals to AB by AC. We have to prove angle 1 equals to angle 2. So let us proceed. Construction. Produce BA to P such that AP equals to AC. Make it equation number 1. Now BD by CD equals to AB by AC implies BD by CD, or DC also we can write, BD by DC equals to BA by, over here this equals to this we have done, BA by AP by construction. This implies AD is parallel to PC by converse of BPT. Now this implies, if this is parallel to this, we can write angle 1 equals to angle 4, corresponding angles, and angle 2 equals to angle 3, alternate angles. But angle 3 equals to angle 4 as AC equals to AP by construction. This implies angle 1 equals to angle 2, and hence AD is the bisector of angle A. Of angle BAC, let us write properly, of angle BAC, and hence we are PROVED proved. Let us move to the last question of this exercise, that is question number 10. Now the last question of this exercise 6.6, that is question number 10. Question is, I am reading the question, you also give the book with you. The question is saying that a girl Nazima is fly fishing in a stream. The tip of her fishing rod, this one is the tip of her fishing rod, is 1.8 meter above the surface of the water. So this distance is 1.8 meter. So if we talk about a right angle triangle, this one is the tip of the rod and this one is 1.8 meter above the surface of the water, and the fly at the end of the string rests on the water 3.6 meter away and 2.4 meter from a point directly under the tip of the rod. That is, this whole distance from Nazima is 3.6 meter, and straight below this tip of the rod, if we count, this distance is 2.4 meter. So if we count below this tip of the rod, this distance is 2.4 meter. Now assuming that her string is taut, means straight. Now her string is this one is her string. So let us name this string as AB, and this position C means here this position as C, this one is A, and this one is B. Is taut. How much string does she have out? So we have to first find the length AB. So to find number 1 AB length, okay, Then if she pulls in the string at the rate of 5 centimeter per second, what will be the horizontal distance of the fly from her after 12 seconds? Means if she is pulling in the string, over here it is the tip of the rods, now she is pulling in the string at the rate of 5 centimeter per second, what will be the horizontal distance? Means if she has pulled after 12 seconds, what is the horizontal distance of this fly, this fly from her after 12 seconds? Means this whole distance we have to take out. So if we count of the second triangle, then this was position A, this was position C, and over here we can write B dash. Now because she is pulling in the string, now then this distance we will take out, and this distance means first we will take out this AB. Now this distance, how much it will be, we have to take out, and this distance plus this 1.2 we have to take out. So if I mark over here the position of the Nazima, over here suppose this position is A, B, C, let us D, then we have to calculate B dash D as well, B dash D. In the second condition we have to find B dash D. So let us first calculate the first condition. Number solution. Again I am explaining once. One girl Nazima is there, she is fishing. Now this is the tip of her rod. From here, this one is the string which is taut straight. Now this tip of the rod till here, the distance is 2.4 meter. This distance from this tip of the rod to her is 1.2 meter. First we have to find the length of the string. So let us find the length of the string, that is AB. So obviously in a right angle triangle ACB, children write the introduction. Let A be the position of the tip of the rod, C be in the BC be the horizontal distance. We have to find AB. So like that introduction part you can write by your own. In right angle triangle ACB, we can write AB square equals to AC square plus of BC square. So this will be equals to 1.8 square plus 2.4 square. Now 1.8 square 64.6 3.24 and 2.4 square, I think 5.76. Then also let us find so 5.76. Now the sum of these two, that is 5.76 plus 3.24, 9. So this is 9 meter. Therefore AB equals to 3 meter, because we will consider the length as positive. So AB, that is the this length of the string is 3 meter. Okay. Now this is condition 1. Now in condition 2, she is now pulling in the string. So the length of the string will become lesser, and then we have to find the horizontal distance. So let us consider that case. Number 2. The question is saying that if she pulls in the string at the rate of 5 centimeter per second. So string pulled in, or length of the string you can write, length of string pulled in how much time? 1 second. In 1 second equals to 5 centimeter. Therefore length of a string pulled in 12 seconds, the time is given as 12 seconds, equals to 12 into 5 equals to 60 centimeter equals to 0.6 meter. Okay. So this much length of the string she has pulled in. So new length of the string, therefore new length of the string equals to how much it was? 3 meter. So 3 minus 0.6 equals to 2.4 meter. Now this length will be 2.4 meter. This is already 1.8 meter. Now we have to first find B dash C and hence B dash D. Now in right angle triangle, AC B dash, we have to first get the value of B dash C. So B dash C square will be equals to A B dash square minus of AC square. Now A B dash is how much? 2.4 square minus of 1.8 square. Now 2.4, right now we have done 5.76 minus 1.8, 324, so 3.24. Now this will be equals to 6 minus 4 is 2, 7 minus 2 is 5 and 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2.52. Therefore BC will be B dash C will be equals to under root 2.52. Now this value we have to take out. So 2.52, 1 1s are 1, then 0.1 2, so 22 6 are 2, 7 are no, so 26, 25 5s are, and let us check 26 6 are 156 is more, so it will be 1.5, and over here 1 2 5, so over here 7, 4 minus 2 is 2. Let us do one more decimal. So over here 30, then over here 309, 9 ja, yes, so 1.59. So this value is 1.59 meter. So therefore required horizontal distance equals to B dash D equals to B dash C plus of CD, and CD was how much? 1.2 meter. So this will be equals to 1.59 plus 1.2, so this will be equals to 9, 7 and 2, so 2.79 meter, and this is the answer. So children, almost all the sums of triangles from NCERT we have done. Few more sums, if I feel, I'll be discussing from R.S. Agarwal also. A few sums already from Thayer's theorem, and the others we have discussed from R.S. Agarwal. From this next concept, that is criteria of similarity, we have not discussed, means Pythagoras theorem and all, we have not discussed from R.S. Agarwal. So let me see if few sums are there which is important and I haven't done. I'll be doing from R.S. Agarwal as well in my new video. Till then children, you practice all the sums of the triangles with concept, understand the question, don't memorize, don't learn, just understand the concept and do the sums, try the sums by your own. Okay, then only you refer to the solutions. So children, this chapter is an important, means with geometrical concepts, try to understand the concepts nicely. Till then, goodbye. Thank you all of you.